Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm diving into a game that's pure nostalgia for me, DuckTales on the NES. I remember popping this cartridge into my Nintendo as a kid, and let me tell you, it's still an absolute gem. This 1989 Capcom classic, based on the Disney cartoon, had no business being this good, but it's a masterclass in platforming that holds up even now. So grab a milkshake, settle in, and let's talk about why DuckTales is one of the best games on the NES. First off, the moment you boot up DuckTales, you're hit with that iconic moon theme. I mean, come on, it's one of the catchiest chiptunes ever composed. The music sets the tone perfectly, adventurous, upbeat, and full of personality. The whole soundtrack is a banger, from the jazzy Transylvania stage to the bouncy Amazon vibes. Every level has its own distinct track, and I found myself humming along as I played through it again for this review. Capcom's sound team absolutely nailed it, and it's a huge part of why this game feels so alive. Now let's talk gameplay, because this is where DuckTales shines. You play as Scrooge McDuck, the world's richest duck, on a treasure hunting adventure across 5 unique stages: the Amazon, Transylvania, African mines, the Himalayas, and the moon. Each level feels like its own little world, packed with secrets, enemies, and environmental puzzles. What I love most is how tight the controls are. Scrooge's pogo stick move? Genius. You press A to jump, then hold it to bounce on enemies or break open crates, and it feels so satisfying. I was grinning ear to ear every time I nailed a chain of pogo jumps to reach a high platform. It's intuitive, but has just enough depth to keep you experimenting. The level design is another standout. Each stage is short but dense, with branching paths and hidden treasures that beg you to explore. I remember my first playthrough as a kid, stumbling into a secret room in the Amazon and finding a chest stuffed with cash. This time around, I hunted for every secret I could, and it felt just as rewarding. The game doesn't hold your hand, but it's never unfair. Checkpoints are generous, and while some sections, like those crumbling platforms in the Himalayas, had me sweating, I always felt like I could figure it out with a bit of practice. It's that perfect NES balance of challenging but approachable. Visually, DuckTales is a treat. The sprites are colorful and packed with character. Scrooge's animations are so expressive. His cane twirling swagger, the way he dives into piles of coins. It's all straight out of the cartoon. The backgrounds are detailed too, from the spooky castles of Transylvania to the icy cliffs of the Himalayas. For an NES game, it's impressive how much personality they crammed into those 8-bit pixels. I kept pausing just to admire little touches, like the statues in the African mines or the starry sky on the moon stage. One thing that surprised me replaying it is how well the game paces itself. Each level introduces something new, whether it's a unique enemy, like those ghosts in Transylvania, or a mechanic, like the mine carts in the African mines. The game's not long. You can beat it in about an hour, but it never feels repetitive. And that final climb up the rope to face the boss. Without spoiling too much, let's just say it's a thrilling payoff. I was on the edge of my seat, even knowing what was coming. If I had to nitpick, I'd say the game's a tad easy for seasoned players. I died a few times, mostly in the Himalayas because I got cocky, but I never hit a game over. The hit detection can feel a bit finicky too, especially when you're trying to pogo on small enemies like those spiders. But honestly, these are minor gripes. The game's charm and polish overshadow any rough edges. What makes DuckTales so special is how it captures the spirit of the show. It's not just a cash-in licensed game, it's a love letter to Scrooge McDuck's adventures. The story's simple. Scrooge is chasing treasure to become even richer, but the way it's told, with little cutscenes and dialogue from characters like Huey, Dewey, and Louie, makes you feel like you're playing an episode of the cartoon. I loved every second of it, from hunting for the coin of the Lost Emperor to facing off against Magica Dispel. Replaying DuckTales for this review reminded me why I fell in love with gaming. It's fun, it's polished, and it's bursting with heart. Whether you're a retro gamer or just curious about NES classics, this is a must play. I had a blast revisiting it, and I'm already itching to fire it up again. So, what do you think? Have you played DuckTales? Got any favorite levels or memories? Drop them in the comments, and if you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more retro goodness. Until next time, keep adventuring.